Hello and welcome to another episode of Just Wing It with KSP RP-2. So I am doing the 70-kilometer crude altitude uh, rocket plane mission, and I was just going to show you the landing as the missions have been mostly the same, except this one is not turning out like the others. I was 500 meters shy, a little bit more, from the target altitude, and in an attempt to get there by the lift alone, I've stalled the plane and I'm losing control. So we might have to eject here. Let's see. Um, okay, this is. Let's try to just point to prograde. Point to prograde. Okay, let's see if I remember this from Rise of Flight. Rise of Flight. I have to roll against the direction of roll, but then put the yaw in that direction. Yeah, this is bad. This is bad. Okay, yes, we have control. We have control. And let's pull up. I don't know if I'll be able to make the runway, but I'm definitely going to try. Wow, we just plummeted. Okay, okay. We are good. I just don't know if we have enough energy to make the runway. We're still 160 kilometers away. Oof, that's going to be rough. Okay, well, at least we did get one uh, record contract complete. That's something. It's actually quite a bit of reputation. Yeah, we're definitely not making it to the runway. It looks like we're landing in the desert. Bumpy landing time. So I'm not sure what went wrong there. Like I think maybe because of that bug that every time you test the aircraft, it takes you back to the VAB instead of the spaceplane hangar. Maybe when I was testing this to see which well, if I had enough fuel for the to reach the required altitude, maybe I ended up having more fuel than I did right now. Or maybe I just forgot to like the actual mission profile, and maybe I have to have a 35-degree climb instead of just a 30-degree, which is what I had been doing before. So yeah, looks like I will have to fly this again. Okay, so after a very long glide, it seems we might actually be able to get this in the runway. We are still below the glide slope, so let's see how this goes. Um, so I was using a headset with a microphone to record these episodes, and for some reason the microphone has not been either the microphone is not working or the computer doesn't want to recognize it. So I'm using my the microphone on my laptop. So I apologize if the sound quality is worse. I haven't really. I did a bit of testing, but I haven't seen it how it works with the game. So hopefully it's not too bad. We're going quite slow, but excellent. I actually managed. This plane actually handles quite well at low speeds. I was pleasantly surprised with this. Okay, have to take it back to the hangar, refuel it, and try again. Maybe add a little bit more fuel this time. Uh, but, well, what I actually wanted to focus on this episode is let's start choosing our rocket for the science program, suborbital science program. Okay, so here we are in the VAB. I have already accepted the first. Ah, I thought I had accepted the biological sample. Okay, so we're doing field return. Unfortunately, you cannot do both at once. So, uh, yeah, I was hoping I could put both the biological sample and the field return experiment in one rocket. Uh, reach an altitude of 100, downrange distance of 200 kilometers, no sounding rocket payload. So let's go for the first iteration. Do I have any fuel here? No. So we're going to want to add a decoupler. No, a decoupler that can be adjusted in size. Or one that fits precisely, or almost precisely. Yeah, it's a little bit smaller, but it's okay. Science. And we want to put this on start planetary photography. Ah, yeah, I can no longer arm them. I keep forgetting that. Let's go for 4 meters per second. We don't want to break the core, but then to deploy at 1500 and 700. Oh, but we don't want to bring down the entire stack, just this. Okay, that's good staging. So let's check if this is enough. Oh, actually, I think I want to upgrade the engine just for the. Let me check the reliability. 4100. So at max data is 94.2%. Oh, and the 101 has less reliability. 93. Okay, so we. What's the 102? 92. Wow, they get less reliable. That's. Okay, so let's keep this one. Um, yeah, let's test this. Okay, here we go. Just finish modifying the script. I didn't test it, so let's see how this goes. Ah, right. I do not have control, even though this says I do have control. What? Okay, so first thing we need to do is to not have like the crooked fins. Oh, what was the... Why is this not working? Ah, there we go. That looks good. Okay, I have found the avionics configuration that is tooled. That's a bit of a pain, but let's try this again. That might be too much of an aggressive turn. Might have to lower. Uh, like increase the ascent angle at the start. Okay, we definitely need more battery. Okay, well, this profile does get us the altitude we need. Also, probably not if it loses control like that. Okay, we'll definitely get 200. So I think let's deal with the... Let's modify this a little bit. Okay, first of all, how is the center of mass and center of lift thing looking? Why did it lose controls in such a way? This looks to be less stable, right? Uh, it's 3/4 way down on this stripe. Okay. Actually, no, the other one is more stable. Okay. Let's try this again. Okay, there we have it. So we have a good apogee above 150 kilometers, even though we only need to be above 100. And we should definitely make it past 200 kilometers. So I'm going to follow this just to see that the uh, film camera will survive re-entry and landing. But otherwise, I'll just see you back at the Space Center. Okay, so I added more electric charge because like I had enough to control the rocket, but not enough to run the experiment on the way back. So I wanted science. Um, it used to be that you could deactivate avionics, basically reverting this to a science core, and that would mean it would also use a lot less electricity. But apparently, that's no longer a thing, fortunately. So oh well, let's build this. Ah, yes. Okay, so what's next? At least I think I'll have to do the rocket plane mission again, but I'll do that off camera and then just show you coming for in for landing. Well, I screwed up again. I only got to 67.5 kilometers in altitude. So this is again a contract not complete situation. Um, yeah, I'm just nervous that because my ceiling is 75 and I don't want to accidentally suffocate Jean. So, but like I remember testing with the amount of fuel that I had, and even a little less in making it. So I don't know, but we're about to unlock the node for the next cockpit, the X-15 cockpit. So I might just wait for that, and that way I design a airplane that can break the Kármán line already, and then take care of these. Or I might just roll it again and add a little bit more fuel and then try again. At least uh, we're getting the science from Mach 2 flight, which apparently only works also in. I thought it was only high altitude, but no, it's flying low also. I got confused there along the way. Um, so I think I can just keep doing these missions even if I'm not actually getting the contract. But I will add a little bit more fuel and try again. Okay, so we're coming in for landing, and I just realized I haven't been doing any crew reports. I could have started doing them the moment the mission started going above 40 kilometers, and I haven't done that. So we've been missing out on science, definitely. Just too much. Oh, what the? Somebody needs to fix that pothole in the runway. What the hell was that? Okay, no contract complete, but we did get some science. Okay, so finally, we have managed to break 70 kilometers. That is contract complete. Well, no, let's put this bird down and that will be contract complete. Okay, this is interesting. We are very high, very high. And I don't mean it in a fun way. So I'm going to have to kind of go around here. Okay, let's. Oh no, we should probably be turning already. Okay, we are good. We're good. We're good. I think we're picking up speed. Let's go full flaps already. That might help with the speed. Oof, that's the first warning, and we're still going quite fast. It's actually already lowered the landing gear to increase drag. Don't touch the runway at such a high speed. We should be good. We should be good. Don't hit the speed bump or the pothole that there was over there last time. Ah, not enough runway. Okay, sadly we did not get the extra rotation for landing on the runway, but contract complete. Only 25 days. Yeah, she's definitely the one that really wants to retire soon. 1.8 science credits. Not going to scoff on that. Okay, so I've been recording for quite a while. Um, most of it will be cut since it was mostly me flying in silence. So I'm not going to end the episode here, but I will finish recording for the moment, think about what's next, and come back with that. So see you in a bit. Okay, I am back. Um, so I was looking back at the programs and what our contracts had expired. And so, okay, complete contract Cameron line is one that was actually from the previous contract that we program that we completed. So we already have that. First low space film return is the one that we're about to attempt. First low space biological experimentation we already have available. And this is the only one we don't have available. So this might actually be a program that is like quite easy to accomplish, uh, and you just get like you get funding to do more of these, as many of the other like the space film return and biological experimentation contracts as you want or need to complete the experiment. So yeah, that might actually just be an easy science farming program, hopefully. And it expires pretty much. So this one expires the 1st of January 1960, and this one 19th of November 1962. So okay, almost a year more. Um, so we might actually end up focusing a lot on this program alone because we need to complete this one for to start using this one. Yeah, all these others needs complete program early satellites. Like, um, I could also go for this one, but it's still work in progress, so I'm not sure. I'll see. Um, so I got confused somewhere along the way. I thought we were going to unlock the X-15 cockpit, but that's not the case. That's oh, that was no loading time. Good. Um, so the X-15 cockpit is in the next node of aircraft research. So I am building another, not another, the first Dragonfly Mark II, which is to do the hypersonic contracts or the Mach 2 contracts. But I think we only have two of those contracts left. So we'll be taking a break from airplane missions apparently until we unlock that node. Or I might just do like rocket plane missions to get more supersonic and hypersonic science from the experiment. But right now we have the film return mission on the launch pad, so that'll be the last mission for this episode. And here we are. So first let's make sure that we have the, yes, first low space film return. We have the contract active. Um, was SR3 script, I think. Hope. Let's go. Let's check the orbit info, and let's also check that the experiment is running. Um, I don't know if I added an action group for the script. Let's just already. Actually, no. Let's save some electricity right now. So as we're going up, I will mention I did something slightly stupid. After realizing that I wouldn't be able to build a rocket plane that could pass the Kármán line, I looked at the fact that just keeping the current aircraft that we had, the Hornet, just sitting in the hangar cost us money, so I went ahead and scrapped it. My thinking was that I would have to design something else entirely, but I don't think the X-15 cockpit is that much different from the X-2, which is the one we were using. And the Hornet Mark II definitely had the capability to pass the Kármán line, aside from the fact that the cockpit could not keep the Kerbal alive past 75 kilometers, and I would have needed to add RCS. So yeah, I think the engineer man hours that it will cost me to build a brand new aircraft is going to be more than the cost of just keeping the aircraft in the hangar and then modifying it to fit the X-15 cockpit. So yeah, that was a bit of a screw up, but doesn't matter. We definitely have a good apogee. We didn't have any failures. I already tested the script, and we get way past the target of 200 kilometers. So I'll just come back when this thing is about to touch ground. Okay, so we have successful parachute deployment, and we are going down at a very comfortable 5.2 meters per second. Um, we didn't quite get to 500 kilometers in downrange distance, but I believe I could, with some tweaks to the launch profile, I could get there. So just to know, like, if the missions start to progressively ask for um, longer and longer distances, I know I can still rely on this launch configuration. Um, Also, it might actually, if I'm not getting that much reputation, and I only need to do the launches for the science, which I did not check how many more minutes I need to do it for still. Then I can also launch the rocket without having an actual contract. Um, but yes, that's a successful contract. I was about to say goodbye, but let's actually just check quickly uh, what kind of contracts I unlock with this. Yes, I forgot to mention that. Yeah, this is just planetary photography. I did get a notification in the middle of the flight that the experiment of like temperature flying high over the desert was complete, and that's what I noticed. That I still have the barometer and temperature and thermometer experiments in the rocket. I need to start checking what kind of science I have in my rocket and what kind of science I can have. I mean, the thermometer and barometer, they're very light, don't take up a lot of electricity, so it doesn't matter if I take an extra one, but I should just be more diligent about that. So yeah, such a muppet. Um, yeah, anyways, zero point 0.9 science from the recovery, and then 2.2 from the photography. Yeah, some funds back, and let's see this. Okay, this is a series of two contracts. So I will only be able to do it two more times. 150 kilometers and 400 kilometers downrange. Okay, the same profile can take care of this, but good to know that it will be increasing. And apparently, if I wait for a little bit, so the reward of this contract will slowly increase over time, but will be reset to zero after each completion. So I think I'm going to do now this one. Um, to let the reward for this increase a little bit, and then I pretty much alternate. These are the same ones that we were doing before. No need to do these. Okay, so yeah, that'll do it for today. Thank you very much for watching. I think in the next episode we will start with the supersonic contract. This one. Uh, I just show you the highlights. Not well. It is a new aircraft, so do it a little bit longer than just the highlights. But still, I don't want to linger on it too much. And then we'll do some more of these missions. But yeah, thank you very much for watching, and I will see you next time.